You might think that starting a business or starting to build a brand in your 40s, 50s and 60s, well, you're too late. And I'm not so sure about that, I think it actually makes you irreplaceable. So in this video, I'd like to set out why starting late is not a disadvantage. It's in fact the unfair advantage that no one can copy. So by the end, you'll know how to position your so-called wasted years as premium experience. I've been self-employed for 30 years, and it's only recently I've started getting into being more personal, being more out there, being more in your face. I started writing a book when I was 62, published when I was 64. 25 years of being behind everyone. I thought I was irrelevant. Watching younger people with more energy, better skills, faster content, more gift of the gab, if you want to call it that way, I felt inadequate. Then a client said to me, we hired you because you've seen it all. You've been through all the cycles. You know what actually lasts. And that's when I realised, oh yes, late bloomers, for want of a better word, well, they've got advantages that the kids, younger people, under 40s, don't probably have. The first thing is that you've seen industries come and go, economies collapse and recover again, trends cycle, all the usual stuff. You know the difference between what is hype and what actually lasts. Clients pay for that kind of judgment, not just the enthusiasm of the latest shiny object. Starting or getting going late, I can remember what business was like before the internet. The first job I ever did, I was a translator. I had a French English dictionary. That's all I had. Didn't even have Alta Vista. I don't Google. And I delivered the first translation I delivered was a floppy disk on my bike because the client was local. Separate timeless principles from shiny tactics. No one really wants shiny tactics these days. So here's a little exercise for you, just in terms of your own positioning. Try and think of 3 trends that you've watched come and go and then come back. That's the advantage of your wisdom. This stuff comes and goes. So, but pattern recognition isn't all. Your wasted years, so-called wasted years, give you something even more valuable. Every wrong job you had, every unhappy job you had, every job completely different to what you do now, it taught you what you don't want to do. It also taught you skills that you may well be using in what you do now. You don't have a scattered, a scattered range of experience from all over the place. You've got a wide range of expertise. 25 years of translating and then copywriting. Well, that taught me what voice capture, what voice meant, tone of voice, reading subtext, bridging cultures. That's entirely what I do now, but in another way. What looks like meandering, wandering to you is enormous depths of experience. People think that that's the main advantage, but there is something else as well. By starting in your 40s, 50s, 60s, you're not starting desperate. You don't necessarily need the money. It's a deliberate choice. And premium clients want consultants who've got the proven staying power and who are likely to stay around. The younger ones, well, they can hustle for any client, and there's nothing wrong with that. But once you get above a certain age, you're able to stand back from the fray, to be quite frank. You choose dignity over desperation. Your age signals that you're not pivoting yet again. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything wildly different now. This is your legacy at work. So here's what happens when you position yourself as a late bloomer correctly. Once I stopped apologising for starting late and started actually owning it, well, the quality of clients, they changed. These grey hairs have got to serve some kind of purpose. Same kind of skills, same experience, just positioned and packaged in a different way. As wisdom rather than catching up. Clients who understand that will pay you what you're worth. So just to summarise, decades of irreplicable experience, perspective. That's perspectives that competitors can't buy, and it also gives you the confidence to filter clients. You know who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. You're not behind. You're finally ready. So I'm on a journey of building authority later in life. If you want, I'd love it for you to come along with me and basically give me the benefit of your experience as well. Commenting in and let's have conversations. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, click the notifications bell for when the regular times that I'm going to be posting. My Substack, if you want to go into greater detail, is in the description, and I will see you in the next video.